welcome to the Draft 2 Diaries. Now, there is a reason I'm wearing a fur coat in July, because it is absolutely freezing. I have turned the heating on, but it is still cold. Today is the 7th of July, and I need to kick my butt in gear and actually, you know, focus and work on my draft 2, because that is what I need to do. But I do have a bunch of things I need to do today. I need to edit the other writing vlog, I need to do a gym plan and just go to the gym, but I'm not going to go until this evening. I need to finish my drawings off, because the course I'm doing, the assignments are like, I've been doing them bit by bit and when I'm ready, but yeah, like I've been doing like shadow values on squares and things, so I need to do that. So that is a plan for later, I think, probably after the gym. So first things first, I'm actually just going to start working on it and then take a break later when I edit it, because I still need to figure out how I'm going to get... Alright, so I'm going to get my Scrivener up. I need to delete the old version because it just keeps bringing up the new version. I am at the moment, I am working on the opening image for Penny, and I should probably try to make it a bit longer. There's not a lot I want to change in the chapter, because I quite like a lot of it and I don't really want to get rid of the stuff that I like. But apart from that, I want to try and just make it a bit more to her character, just to see where we go. But yeah, we're just doing a structural edit and then the character edits will come in. But hopefully in this writer Discord I'll be able to find beta readers and things, so it seems fun, so we'll see what happens. Doing some editing, but I still really love like Penny's introduction. Whether it'll be changed later on, I don't know, but I've cut out some dialogue that I didn't like. I've added some that makes more to her character, but I think I need to kind of establish what she wants. Essentially in this opening image we need to get the idea of what she wants first, and this is a bit difficult with Penny because of who she is as a character. It can't be too obvious because her past is kind of like a plot point reveal. So I'm gonna have to try and balance this a little bit. So I think I might have to rework some dialogue because she does speak to her cousin, but it's just a bit awkward. It's one of those difficult situations, but I might just have a look at my book and then just see how we can kind of just get that across. But I think I'm just gonna I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit and just try and get it to read a bit smoother, and then hello you. It's been quite a few hours, so I've been to the gym, I've done my artwork finally, and I am just finishing off a little scene, but I think I'm gonna have to go to bed soon because it's 10 to 10 and I want to be up early for work. The dream. But I think what I'm gonna do is edit this video tomorrow because I need to get it up soon basically. But first things first, I want to see if I can get hello, it has been a couple of days. Do you know, it took probably about 2 nights to edit that writing vlog that went up today. What, 3 days? It went up this morning because I did a bit on it this morning before I logged in for work. But now it is done and it is time for writing. It's about 8:20, and from where I remember last off, I'd read about almost 400 words of a new scene. So I'm going to carry on writing that scene, try and get this scene finished today, and just see where we get to tonight. I'm probably just going to spend a couple of hours on it and then go from there. So I have finally finished the scene. So we're sitting at about 825 words. So we're gonna move into the next scene, which is another, I think I have got about 1, 2, 3, 4 scenes for Derek. Now with Penny, it's a bit more difficult where we've seen like the opening image, so we've seen like in her world. Penny's world is a bit different to Derek. Well, they're completely different, but Penny's doesn't need as much as a setup just because there's less characters involved in her world before their worlds combine essentially. There's one more character I need to introduce, so I think this scene I might just make it a bit longer because this will be the last scene for the setup for Penny, and I think we'll go from there because I just think her chapters are going to be a bit different because her point of view is completely different to how she is as a character and just who she is as a person. So I kind of just want to build that, because build that relationship with her. We got to show her true characters. So I think I'm going to build that scene up, and then the next one, once I've done that, so I'll probably work on that tomorrow, and once I've done that scene we're moving on to the catalyst. So I think we are sitting at, for draft 2, so that puts us at 9,153 words for draft 2. So we are almost on the 10,000 mark. Wow, this is crazy. But yeah, I think 10,000 is probably going to be a nice round number to end off there for the first beats. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and get ready for bed because I'm tired and I want to go to bed early, and I will see you tomorrow. Hello, it is a Friday night, and yeah, I'm wearing my coat again because I'm cold. But it is about almost 8 o'clock. I do want to go to the gym, which is why my hair is an absolute mess, because I cannot be asked to wash it because I want to go to the gym tonight and tomorrow. I'm going to go to the gym in about an hour. I was really debating whether or not I'm going, but I need to go. So I can have a break Sunday. So if I go tomorrow morning as well, just to get it out the way. So if I go tonight, tomorrow, that's all of it done in one go. So I'm gonna go about 9 o'clock, because I don't have my tea not long ago. So I didn't film anything last night, but I did start the scene. I think I've wrote about 153 words. So this is the last scene for the opening image before the catalyst. So I think this is going to be a short scene. I'm thinking maybe about 800 words, and I suppose that would take us to about the 10,000 word mark for draft 2 already, which is crazy. But I have moved the catalyst up there, and then we're going to move into the next bit, and then we move into the debate. The debate's difficult for this type of story, so I have to come up with something. But then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've still got 15 story beats to go, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of writing, and then I'll be heading the gym. So I will probably see you just before I go to the gym, and then after, depending on what time I get back. But so hello, I am back from the gym. We're going to ignore the headband because my hair is a mess. I have walked the dog because he only eats his tea when he's been walked, so he didn't really eat his tea, so I've walked the dog. But it is about 11:15, so I'm just going to try and finish this scene before I go to bed, so hopefully we can do, because I'm on about 214 words. If I just want to finish the scene and then this story beat. So I haven't finished the scene, which is just the reality. I've done about 500 words, so that's all I've got so far. This scene is kind of going on a bit longer now that I'm introducing the other character that is in Penny's life that kind of is involved in like her backstory and will be part of her character development. There's a lot of like history between the two of them, so we're not actually going to meet him. We're actually not going to meet this character properly until later on. But I just thought if I start to set up the building blocks first. but it is 11:45. I am going to go bed, but I will see you tomorrow for some more writing. Hello, so it is Saturday night. It's been a bit of a busy day today, but my plans for tonight, I have got to move some stuff out my room later, but I just want to get a little bit of writing in before I start doing that and having my tea. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do it and finish the scene basically, and then we can move on to the catalyst. Woohoo! So it has taken me a while to write this scene. I have only got about 464 words for this scene, but at the moment I'm happy with where the setup is sitting. I think that's pretty much it, but I want to move on to the catalyst because that is the next the catalyst is the next plot point, but luckily that is just a small multi-scene, so I'll be working on that maybe tomorrow or tonight, but well, that's my next one. I'm happy with where the setup is at the moment. I'll probably go back later just to make the scenes maybe a bit longer, but I say we're on about 10,000-ish words now, so I'm quite happy with that, just at the 10,000 mark, just to be the first half of the story. And now we're finally getting into the catalyst, which is what I've been waiting for. Hello, so it is Sunday and I'm not dressed yet. I need to go and get dressed and just tidy a few things up. But I did manage to move half of my bed because my bed splits in two, but I've got to put the stuff back under the bed. But I have done the first 10,000 words of my book, and I'm in a writer group, and I just gave access to the first 10,000 words to some beta readers, and one of them has got back to me and I've got really positive feedback so far. So she said she's a mood reader and it's really hard to find what to read, because if she's not in the mood to read something she won't like it, even if it's the best book ever, and she tries to read it again and ends up liking it. She said she really enjoyed what she's read, and she's said she's liked how I established struggles that both the main characters are going through, but are somewhat elusive of it. It keeps her on her toes. And she's also said she really liked how the introduction of other characters doesn't seem forced and they weren't just thrown in the story, and a few grammatical errors, which is fair enough, because when you're staring at something all the time you kind of miss them because your brain just doesn't register. But she's said that I've managed to present the main characters really well and show a bit of their character and personality early on, and I'm really glad that she's come back and said that the secondary characters don't seem forced, because I feel like that's such a hard thing to balance. But I do have another beta reader who hasn't got back to me yet, but I am still going to carry on. Depending what the other beta read says, obviously I'll go back and look with it if there's any more feedback. It's nerve-wracking have someone you don't know read it. I think it's different when you know the person, but when you don't know, but I think it's a better opinion as well when you've got beta readers, because at least they can give you that, they can be honest with you and not worry about hurting your feelings because they don't know you. So I think that is better when you don't know them. But I'm glad she's come back with that. I still think there's a few things I need to tweak personally, but I am going to give her my full drafts too, so she'll probably get back to me. I'm hoping to finish this around September, so we'll see. But I just wanted to give you that little update. I am going to go get dressed, and I do need to clean up the house because it's a mess. And then I do need to walk the dog because he hasn't had his breakfast, and he only eats it after he only decides to eat after he's walked, so we'll be doing that. So hello, sorry I look a bit crazy, but I am a little bit covered in dust because I have been hoovering up the dust that was on the floor, moving beds, moving stuff, but it is all done. I've walked the dog and it's just been a busy day, but it's now coming up to about 8:10 and we are going to do the catalyst, because we are coming to the end of Act 1 now. And originally I had the catalyst from Penny's point of view, but I'm going to change it to Derek's and just see how that goes, and then go from that. My other beta reader I'm still waiting for, but I'm just going to carry on where I am, and then whatever she comes back with, like I said, just go back and edit it. But yeah, we're going to change that, and I've been waiting to get to this point, and then I think what will be perfect to end this vlog in on is the last story bit, which is the debate, which is the one where it's going to be a bit tricky, where I'm going to have to do it, and then we're moving on to Act 2. So we'll see where this goes, but yeah, I'm going to work on the catalyst for tonight, and then I will see you in a bit. I'm probably just going to do an hour. So I've done a bit more than an hour, I've done about 2 hours, but we have finally got to the point where the two characters meet, and it just doesn't go well so far, because one of them just doesn't like people. She just doesn't want to talk to anyone. So yeah, I'm quite excited. I think it works from Derek's point of view, actually. I think we get to see just who she is, like how she's perceived by other people, and not in Penny's head. So, but we've already seen what her head is like and how she reacts, so we've got the reason behind that. But yeah, I'm probably going to work on this tomorrow, and tidy this up, and then we've got one more story beat after this, and then we are done with Act 1. So hello, it is late, it's Tuesday evening. I've been spent the entire evening tidying my room up because we're sorting all the rooms out, so that was my evening. But I am gonna go to bed soon, but I just wanted to do a little bit of work on the scene, so I'm gonna do about 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna end it there. So I will see you when I've just done a little bit of editing. So with that, I am gonna go bed. So luckily we are about 500 words into this scene. So I think this is gonna be about 1,000 word scene. So I am just messing, and I actually like it from Derek's perspective instead of Penny's, because we don't actually get Penny's thoughts. We're getting Derek's, and we're seeing how people that Penny doesn't know view her, which I think is best for Penny's character and like her character development. I think that's the best option, to be honest. But yeah, it's just, this is going to be one of the most difficult scenes to get right, basically, so I'm gonna have to take my time with it, because the only problem with like the 15 plot point is the debate. I'm still like, I don't think I need it. I don't think it would work in this sort of scenario, so I'll just see what I can do. I don't necessarily have to have that plot point. I don't think I need it, but we'll see. Hello, so it's been a couple of days, just, you know, live. But we are getting this Act 1 done in this writing vlog, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back to Act 2. But I'm like, I think I'm just struggling a little bit with the catalyst a little bit. It's just some of the dialogue. I want to do this thing. But in my writer group, there is a writing event that's happening around 6 for me, because it's almost 5:30, so I might do that. So that might be my plan. It might not be. We'll just see. So I did do that writing sprint. It was a lot of fun. I didn't really speak because I just didn't want to, but I have finished the catalyst, and now I've moved on to the debate, and I finally worked out how I'm gonna do it, because I was just reading Save the Cat, and then I've just seen how, like, what she recommends is like if you take them back to where they are, or where you kind of see where they've got nowhere to go, so I can kind of make that work, because we want them to work together, because they've got to. But Penny's character, because I feel like it's more realistic for her character to act this way as well, so I'm just happy with where I've got it at the moment. So I'm going to save this, and do you know what, I'm actually going to play a bit of Zelda, because I haven't played any for a long time, so that is what I'm going to do tonight. Hello, so it is Sunday afternoon. I have walked the dog, I've got a shower, I've got dressed, so we are going to go ahead and try and get this these final scenes done for Act 1, and then we are done. Oh my life. But I think I moved on to this scene. I'm not sure how I want the scenes to go, but I think I'm going to finish this scene that I'm currently working on, and then add a bit more, and then we'll go from there. So it's late, so I've got to head off to bed, and my camera battery is about to die, but I have finally finished the first act, so I'm just going to see how many words it is. It's still a little bit rough around the edges because there's a few things that don't flow too well together, so I'll probably come back and edit that, but I just want to get the initial structure down before I come back and just tweak those scenes. So I'll just see how many words I've got so far. So Act 1 is 13,017 words, but Act 1 is done. I'm very happy with that. It's taken me a month and a half, but I am going to be taking a break for a week now because I want to just focus on my drawing. Act 1 is done, I'm so happy, but I think it's time I just take a break for a bit and then move on to Act 2, which is probably the most excited bit I am for the entire story, and then we'll move on to Act 3 and then we'll clean up draft 2 and then send it to beta readers all my life. So yeah, I will see you. So thank you for watching this writing vlog. I'm so happy that we finally finished. So yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.